Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the first official day of our course, English 217, Grammar and Editing. I'm really pleased that you're all here, and I look forward to working with you over the next 7.5 weeks as we dive into the world of grammar and editing. I hope by the end of this course you feel more confident as writers and editors, and that you're more easily able to recognize the style that you use when you write, but also the style of others and how to preserve that style in the editing that you will do in your professional and personal lives. So let's go ahead and jump in. I want to show you the syllabus and also talk to you about what's up for this first set of activities that we have. So if you navigate over to the content section, you will see the table of contents here on the left-hand side. The Start Here tab is where I always recommend people start. I have a link here to my website if you want to learn a little bit more about me, what our course is, what the objectives are, which means by the end of the course, I want us to be able to do the following things, and then a little bit of a sort of like cheat sheet in terms of how things are organized. So there's the syllabus with the weekly calendar, and assignment sheets, course materials, and then the 3 modules. So if you're ready to see the first set of assignments that are due on Wednesday, 7/8, that's this Wednesday at 11:59 p.m., you're going to click on Module 1, Week 1, and then the date. You can also link here, but I'll show you how to do it so you'll know for next time. And then there's my email at the bottom. So the first thing you probably want to take a look at is the syllabus. That is here. If you click on it, it'll open to our Google Drive. All of you should be able to comment on this document, which is one of the activities that I have planned for you for this week. So you'll be able to see here my information, the course description, my personal course description for the class, our course goals here again. I sent you all an email about the textbooks, but here they are again, Understanding English Grammar and Style Lessons in Clarity and Grace. Here's the information here again. A kind of breakdown of our required coursework. We're going to have 3 take-home exams, which are really more designed to help you internalize and learn the concepts that then you will apply to your editing projects. There's going to be a VoiceThread style presentation. If you've never used VoiceThread, I have some scaffolding activities that will walk us through how to do it. And then 30% of the grade is also short assignments and homework, because there's a lot of scaffolding to learn this stuff and a lot of practice that's required. So you can read about these. Don't have to go over all of that. Time commitment, just to kind of reiterate this, to be successful in a fast-paced 7.5-week course, Arizona Online expects us to work up to 18 hours a week on the activities and assignments. That is up to. So if you find yourself doing more than that, you might be working a little too long on some things, and we can kind of think about where we can cut. Conversely, if you're not working anywhere near this much, let me know, and we can kind of try to adjust as needed. So I want you to read that and keep that in mind. Grading scale is very normal, as any other class you would take. And feedback and grading time, we have 3 deadlines a week. That's because, like I said, this course requires so much practice and activities. So we have things due on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. You can work ahead if you need to on most things, if you want to kind of think about your week. But just so you know, whenever you submit something, I try to get it back to you before the next set of assignments are due. And then a week for major projects. So here's some other additional Arizona course policies, requirements, things like that. And let's see. And then the course calendar, which is right here. So if you're a person who likes to print things out and write on them or highlight them, like myself, you can print this out. This is our course calendar, and so keep in mind that under the weeks, these are the dates that things are due. So on Wednesday, these 5 things are due. On Friday, these things are due. And on Sunday, these things are due. Now, don't let this first week kind of scare you. One of these assignments is just comment on the syllabus and set up your Google Drive. One is like an introduce yourself on the discussion board. So some of them will take longer than others, and I'll show you that in a second. But this will walk us through the rest of the course, all the activities that you'll need until the end. So let's actually take a look at the activities for Wednesday. Okay. So you can also, again, see the other projects here, course materials. This is going to be my bio, our G Drive, and our textbooks if you decide to do the digital versions. And then Module 1, the Grammar of Basic Sentences, this is where we are going to start. So the Grammar of Basic Sentences, this unit is going to walk us through how to deconstruct the 10 basic sentence types that we have in the English language, and we'll then teach you kind of how to manipulate those elements for clarity in the writing and editing that you do. But to do that, you have to know the grammar of basic sentences. So this first unit will teach us that. So each day, you're going to go to the corresponding due date that's coming up. So for week 1, Wednesday 7/8 is the first due date, so that this is the stuff that you're going to work on for Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. Each day, you'll see the date of when things are due, and then here's a little kind of overview from me. And just as a reminder, we have this kind of spaced out week to keep us accountable. So it's very important that you plan in advance to complete the activities before the deadline. But obviously, if something comes up, this is a very weird time, let me know if you need a little bit of extra time. Most of the activities, can be given an extension if needed, but I just need to know ahead of time. So I suggest printing out and using the course calendar as a checklist, like I just showed you, but you can also just go here each day and take a look. So what you'll do is you'll just go through and start working on the different activities. So how are we kicking things off? You'll see instructions and a very loose suggested time limit below each activity. Just to give you an idea, it may take you much less time, it may take you much more time, and different activities are going to take people different amounts of time. So I'm just putting these here as a guideline, but time is fluid, time is flexible, so keep that in mind. So the first activity, you're going to introduce yourself on the discussion board, and basically I'm assuming this will take 20 to 30 minutes and will be worth 10 points. So for this first assignment, you'll be introducing yourselves and responding to at least 2 colleagues. So you're going to post the following, which is your major, your name, where you're from, or where you're located right now, your preferred gender pronoun, so we all know how to address you, your prior experience with grammar and editing. I give you some questions here to think about. What's your general attitude, what experiences you have, what's your biggest pet peeve, what have you always wanted to know, things like that. Your plans for being successful, and then a wish for our class. And then after that, I'd like you to reply to 2 peers. Make sure that you comment on something that they said that you enjoyed, that resonated with you, or that made you think about grammar in a new way. When you're ready, you can also just go here just to check it out. But this is where the forum is. So all you need to do is click on the link, start a new thread, that'll be your post, and then to reply, you can just easily see other people's posts and then hit reply and reply to them. So if we go back, you can go up here and kind of go back in the menu. That's the first assignment. And then you're going to comment on the syllabus and set up Google Drive. This will just take you a little bit of time just because it's kind of foregrounding things that we're going to do later. But I want you to carefully read through the syllabus and leave a comment. If you've never left a comment on a syllabus before or any document in Google Drive, what you're going to do is when you pull it up, you're going to put your cursor somewhere. So let's say I put my cursor right here and I want to leave a comment here because I wanted to say something. You can click this little button here, the plus sign, and then I'm going to pop up because I'm logged in. And then I'm going to say, hello, this is what a comment looks like. Then I'll get a notification that you've left a comment. And then after that, you're going to want to set up your own folder in our shared Google Drive. If you go back to our Google Drive, you will see here, I'm going to pull this up. We're going to our drive, and then we'll click on our class. My internet's a little bit slow today. Bear with me. We'll wait for that to load. I'll show you that in a second. Okay, the next thing that you're going to do after you make your 3 folders for your 3 projects, you're going to add a slide to the passages we love on VoiceThread. So this will teach you a little bit about what VoiceThread is and how it works as a presentation tool. And so what you're going to do is you're going to add a short passage from your favorite book and add a comment about why you love it. Everyone will add their slide to the same voice thread, so by the end of the activity we'll have a slideshow of everyone's favorite passages, which, as a heads up, we'll go back to at the end of the course. There are full instructions here linked in Google Drive. I made my slide in PowerPoint and then saved it as a PDF, so that's one way that you can do it. But if you go to our voice thread, think about it as like an interactive PowerPoint. So when you click on it, it should come up. Still waiting on my Google Drive. But when you get to voice thread, you'll be able to see kind of the homepage for the voice thread, which is like basically the first slide. We're waiting. Hopefully this won't take as long when you click on it. Come on, voice thread. Okay. So here's what a comment looks like, a text comment. Here's my picture. So basically what you'll do is you can go down here and click on here once you read this, which basically says click the arrow on the bottom right to advance to the next slide. So here's where you'll see my passage, the passage that I've included. As I said, this is a PowerPoint that I made. And then if you click over here, you'll be able to, if my internet were working, oh, there you go. You can listen to my comment about why I chose this passage. So you'll do that. And to add yours, you're going to go here, this little like overlapping thing, and click Add a Slide. Add your own slide and add your own comment. And then we'll have a whole bunch of cool things to read. Okay, once you do that, we have 2 more activities to go. Style Lesson 1, that's from our style book. So I want you to read the first chapter. It's very short, as you can see, it's 6 pages. And post and reply. So you're going to post your answers to these questions and then reply to 2 people. It's linked here. And then the last thing you're going to do is read chapter 1 in Cohen's Understanding English Grammar. And this is about the politics of studying grammar. I've created a mind map for you that looks like this. And it's editable in Google Drive, which is super cool. So I've linked to it here. And it basically breaks out the key terms for the chapter. So I give you some instructions here about how to use it, but basically you're going to click on the link here, sign into your UA Google Drive. When you see the mind map up here, go to File, make a copy, and it'll save it to your own Google Drive, which then you can open up and edit yourself. Once you copy the map and add all the information in to the nodes or spokes, you can grab the URL and submit it here. So when you click on assignment folders from in here, it should take you directly to where you can submit your assignment. And that would be here. So that's it for the first day. Let's go back to this. Okay, here's our Google folder. This is what you'll see when you click on that. And then if you click on Editing Projects folder, that's where you'll put your editing projects, which are part of activity number, I think number 2. Let's see. Yes, so the folders in our shared Google Drive. So you're going to put your own folders here. And to do that, you can go down here and put a new folder. So I would do, for example, what are the last name _ English 217. So I would do this and create a folder. Then ideally you'll see a folder pop up for yourself, and this is your personal folder. Okay, nice to meet all of you. Thanks for sticking with me. I will pop in again for our next set of due dates to walk you through what's coming up for Friday. But for now, I look forward to seeing what you guys do with these first set of activities.